Okay. Science of self-realization. What is a guru? In all the sastras, scriptures, the guru is described to be as good as God. But the guru never says, I am God. The disciple's duty is to offer respect to the guru, just as he offers respect to God. But the guru never thinks, my disciples are offering me the same respect they offer to God, therefore I have become God. As soon as he thinks this, he becomes a dog. You need to come this way more if you want me to rub your back. Too far away. Oops.
Unzipping it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, can you come this way more, please? You want me to do that? All right. There we go. There we go. I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my guru, my spiritual master, opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offered my respectful obeisances unto him. The word anjanya means ignorance or darkness. If all the lights in this room immediately went out, we would not be able to tell where we or others are sitting. Everything would become confused. Similarly, we are all in darkness in this material world, which is a world of tamas. Tamas, or tamira, means darkness. This material world is dark, and therefore it needs sunlight or moonlight for illumination. However, there is another world, a spiritual world that is beyond this darkness. That world is described by Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita. That abode of mine is not illuminated by the sun or moon, nor by electricity. One who reaches it never returns to this material world. The guru's business is to bring his disciples from darkness to light. At present, everyone is suffering due to ignorance, just as one contracts a disease out of ignorance. If one does not know hygienic principles, he will not know what will contaminate him. Therefore, due to ignorance, there is infection, and we suffer from disease. A criminal may say, I did not know the law, but he will not be excused if he committed the crime. Ignorance is no excuse. Similarly, a child, not knowing that fire will burn, will touch the fire. The fire does not think, this is a child, and he does not know I will burn. There is no excuse. Just as there are state laws, there are also stringent laws of nature, and these laws will act despite our ignorance of them. If we do something wrong out of ignorance, we must suffer. This is the law. Whether the law is a state law or a law of nature, we risk suffering if we break it. The guru's business is to see that no human being suffers in this material world. No one can claim that he is not suffering. That is not possible. In this material world, there are three kinds of suffering: Ajatmika, Dibatika, and Aditavika, or something like that. These are miseries arising from the material body and mind, from other living entities, and from the forces of nature. We may suffer mental anguish, or we may suffer from other living entities, due to other living entities, from ants or mosquitoes or flies, or we may suffer due to some superior power. There may be no rain, or there may be flood. There may be excessive heat or excessive cold. So many types of suffering are imposed by nature. Thus, there are three types of miseries within the material world, and everyone is suffering from one, two, or three of them. no one can say that he is completely free from suffering. We may then ask why the living entity is suffering. The answer is out of ignorance. He does not think, I am committing mistakes and am leading a sinful life. That is why I am suffering. Therefore, the Guru's first business is to rescue his disciple from this ignorance. We send our children to school to save them from suffering. If our children do not receive an education, we fear that they will suffer in the future. The Guru sees that suffering is due to ignorance, which is compared to darkness. How can one in darkness be saved? By light. The Guru takes the torchlight of knowledge and presents it before the living entity enveloped in darkness. That knowledge relieves him from the sufferings of the darkness of ignorance. One may ask whether the Guru is absolutely necessary. The Vedas inform us that he is. The Vedas enjoin us to seek out a guru. Actually, they say to seek out the guru, not just a guru. The guru is one because he comes in disciplic succession. What Vyasadeva and Krishna taught 5,000 years ago is also being taught now. There's no difference between the two instructions. Although hundreds and thousands of acharyas have come and gone, the message is one. The real guru cannot be two, for the real guru does not speak differently from his predecessors. Some spiritual teachers say, in my opinion, you should do this. But this is not a guru. Such so-called gurus are simply rascals. The genuine guru has only one opinion, and that is the opinion expressed by Krishna. Vyasadeva, Narada, Arjuna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Goswamis. 5,000 years ago, Lord Sri Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita. Vyasadeva recorded it. Srila Vyasadeva did not say, this is my opinion. Rather, he wrote, Sri Bhagavan Uvaka, that is, the Supreme Personality of Godhead says. Whatever Vyasadeva wrote was originally spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sri Vyasadeva did not give his own opinion. Consequently, Srila Vyasadeva is a guru. He does not misinterpret the words of Krishna, but transmits them exactly as they were spoken. If we send a telegram, the person who delivers the telegram does not have to correct it, edit it, or add to it. He simply presents it. That is the guru's business. The guru may be this person or that, but the message is the same. Therefore it is said that guru is one. In the disciplic succession, we simply find repetition of the same subject. In the disciplic succession, we simply find repetition of the same subject. In the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, engage your mind always in thinking of me. Become my devotee. Offer obeisances and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. These very instructions were reiterated by all the acharyas. The 6 Goswamis also transmitted the same message, and we are simply following in their footsteps. There is no difference. We do not interpret the words of Krishna by saying, in my opinion, the battlefield of Kurukshetra represents the human body. Such interpretations are set forth by rascals. In the world, there are many rascals, many rascal gurus who give their own opinion. But we can challenge any rascal. A rascal guru might say, I am God, or we are God. That is all right, but we should find out from the dictionary what the meaning of God is. Generally, a dictionary will tell us that the word God indicates the Supreme Being. Thus, we may ask such a guru, are you the Supreme Being? If he cannot understand this, then we should give the meaning of supreme. Any dictionary will inform us that supreme means the greatest authority. We may ask then, are you the greatest authority? Such a rascal guru, even though proclaiming himself to be God, cannot answer such a question. God is the supreme being and the highest authority. No one is equal to him or greater than him. Yet there are many guru gods, many rascals who claim to be the supreme. Such rascals cannot help us escape the darkness of material existence. They cannot illumine our darkness with the torchlight of spiritual knowledge. The bona fide guru will simply present what the supreme guru, God, says in bona fide scripture. A guru cannot change the message of the disciplic succession. We must understand that we cannot carry out research to find the absolute truth. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself said, my Guru Maharaja, my spiritual master, considered me a great fool. He who remains a great fool before his guru is a guru himself. However, if one says, I'm so advanced that I can speak better than my guru, he is simply a rascal. In the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, the supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, and the saintly kings understood in that way. But in course of time, this succession was broken, and therefore the science, as it is, appears to be lost.